There has been a lot of chatter recently around Indian selectors and selections when it comes to the Indian cricket team, which is, should be told, normal, because the amount of talent that India has is so abundant that there's always going to be people who are not happy when squads are named. However, there is a new interesting perspective that's doing the round from former India vice captain in Test cricket, Ajinkya Rahane, and it comes less to selection and more down to how it is that Indian selectors themselves need to be picked and nominated. Now, Rahane's quotes, as it were, came in a conversation with his former India teammate Chiteshwar Pujara on their own YouTube channel, and he does talk about something very interesting, or touch upon something where he speaks about two major things. One is that you need selectors who are in touch with the modern cricket game, and two, he said that players shouldn't be afraid of the selectors. That part is very interesting, and it could be seen who it is that is availed it towards. We'll talk about that later. First, let's look at why it is that Rahane, or what it is that Rahane said. He said that players should not be scared of selectors, especially in domestic cricket. We should have selectors who have retired 5 to 8 years ago from top flight cricket. Now, of course, he's saying that, nowadays what it is that there is a age limit of sorts when it comes to picking selectors, and some sort of a cooling off period whereby you have to be retired for an X number of years before you end up being eligible for a selector's role. Ran is saying, no, you need to lower that and potentially have players with either 5 to 6 or 6 to 7 or 7 to 8 years who have retired in a very short span of time ago. Let them transition into being selectors. The reason, well, that's where it really comes down to it. He said that the way cricket is evolving, I think it's very important that the mentality and mindset of the selectors keeps pace with the change. And that's entirely fair. Obviously, modern cricket is a very different beast to what things used to be back in the day. You had more test cricket back then, and ODIs were like pretty much the occasional thing. And even ICC tournaments didn't come with the kind of frequency that they do now. Now it's very different. You have bilaterals all the time. You've got an ICC tournament at least once a year, and to top things up, you've got a lot of T20 cricket being played as well. 2 months of yours are taken up in the IPL, so that is a lot of time to be spending in that particular format. And he's saying that in order for these players to understand, or for the players to be understood, you need selectors who are there who will understand that particular perspective. In fact, he goes one further and says that we don't want to make decisions based on how cricket was played 20-30 years ago. It's important to understand the modern style. Now, of course, what the modern style is that you have to be flexible and adjusting, which, truth be told, makes sense when you're looking at it from a bigger picture perspective. As to what it is that led to these issues all being raised by Rahane, we know that he's had issues with non-communication from the selectors after he was let go of from the Indian team. Remember, he's still technically not a retired player as things stand. He's not retired from international duty, and we know that he plays IPL cricket as well. So he clearly is harboring some hopes. Is this potentially a dig at the selection committees that have dealt with him and not given him answers? Maybe he's saying that he's felt afraid to ask for answers. Could be, but there are good points to be made. Although whether or not people go ahead and actually implement these kind of selections, that's something that remains to be seen. But I do like his ideas. What are your thoughts, though? Let us know that in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap the bell, follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, X, and Facebook, and stay tuned for more such updates from the world of sport.